Oh, what was that? Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I am live. I am live streaming and multi-streaming right now on the TikTok and also on here. So today we're talking about passport rules, man. And I was, it's a hot topic right now, and just wanted to get into it a little bit. How do you feel about it? Do you not feel any kind of way about it? Because it's just not something that's affecting you in any kind of way. But I was saying earlier that it's always interesting when just always interesting when anything, like especially when black men do something and it's collaborative in a sense, and a lot of people kind of jump on the bandwagon and say, "Hey, okay, cool, passport. Let me go see what's going on out here." And I'm not. I know all of these guys on. I'm not trying to pocket watch people, but I mean, I'm sure these guys. Some of them probably have regular jobs, and they're just probably traveling for leisure and all of that good stuff. But it's just I don't know. It just seems like it's something bigger. Like I think sometimes you have to kind of have a code when you do something. You can't just be out. Everybody wants to be like an influencer or somebody important on social media nowadays, but I just feel like you just can't be out there blabbing about everything. Because attention is good, but if it's too much attention, it brings a lot of negativity to it, and people start looking at it suspect. Like I don't naturally want to go to a different country and say, "Oh, where you from?" "Oh, I'm from the States." "Oh, you're like those other guys." No, 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 no. No, I'm not into that. I've been traveling, before that hashtag got hot. So don't group me. Uh, don't group me with those other folks. I'm not out here. You know, if you just want to go and sleep with a bunch of women, shit, you could do that in your own state, or city. I mean, it's not hard to do. I mean, America is a place that's pretty diverse culturally. You got people from all over the world here. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. But what do y'all think about it? I'm trying to touch the screen like I'm on here. So what do y'all think about it? Passport bros, is it good? Is it bad? Yeah, don't care about it. Let me know something, ladies and gentlemen. What is on your mind? Let me see. Oh, what is that? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I know it's a Saturday night. I'm still playing around with going live on different days. Some days, I'm trying to keep a good schedule with going live. I am, but sometimes I pop on here randomly, just to kind of test the waters. I think on TikTok probably go start going live. Hey, who was that? Mims 803. Hey, how are you? So, what do you think about the topic, Mims 803? Passport bros. Is it good? Is it bad? You don't care? Let me know something. So, those who are watching, what do you think about the hot topic that's sweeping the looks like the world right now, all the social media? Because when I go on certain social media apps. I mean, the men versus women thing, that's just kind of constant. People are just, I don't know. Some people are just pissed off just to be pissed off. That's just what that is. Some people are just generally not going to be happy for uh for whatever reason, man. He says, no clue. That's okay. Because, hey, people, for me, like I said, I travel. I travel because I like to get away, because I like to travel. Because the first time I traveled, I think I did oh, no, well, in my adult years, away from the states. I did a cruise. I think that was maybe like 2012, and since then I've just been bitten by the travel bug. I'm just like, I just want to travel. I want to get away. I want to experience some things. And people, I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for asking. People generally like when I've done those cruises, people generally seem to be a whole lot nicer. Seriously, like when I get on a cruise ship, it's like everybody's friendly. People that don't look like you, they don't know you, they're speaking like generally where I live, people they don't look at you, they look either over you or through you, like it just don't matter. And that's just that's just what it is. Like I live generally in a big city, a big concrete jungle. It's a working class town, and people just generally go to work and go home until they die. And that's and they have their families and a dog, and and watch probably some sports, and it's their life. That's what it is. To me, it's way so much more to it than that. Seriously. Way, 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 way more to it than that. So I'm trying to activate my gifts, but I don't know what's happening. It seems to be blocked. Okay, so yeah, yeah. Well, you're good. Well, you're a channeler, so that's interesting. Change of mindset. But what I can say, like when your gifts do open, it's like it's going to be a change of reality for you. A lot of things that you have been thinking about, it's going to make it a whole lot clearer. You're going to have more aha moments, like, oh, okay, so that's what that meant. So yeah. If you're not drinking more, I would say drink more water. Go out. Try to, if I don't know I don't know where you are in the world, but go out, get some sunshine. The company that you keep is very, try to keep a positive mindset, attitude. So those things can generally affect, opening up spiritually, or just being more in tune spiritually. But, from what I have experienced, it's like, I'm not sure whoever you pray to, believe in, however that works out for you, that working with your spirit guides helps out a whole lot. Because if you're asking for um channel, meaning like you're a conduit for uh the dead, so to speak. You're a conduit for this, so you may get messages or downloads from people say spirit, the other side, the great beyond, from the source, the universe, all that good stuff. But it'll come in time. It will come in time. For if you ask, you shall receive. Let me get some water. I will be right back. Oh man. Yeah. Uh, okay, there we go, man. Yeah. Is channeling one of your gifts. Yeah. And one thing about it's interesting. One thing about spiritual gifts, it's like it's very multidimensional. So it's let's say if you're someone who is, people like to use a psychic, clairvoyant, whatever you want, however if you have a gift of prophecy, whatever, you can tell the future, or kind of feel what's coming. That's like a bending of time and space. So that's very powerful. I was thinking about it the other day. It's a lot, man. It's a lot that goes into it. We use a lot of these words like a lot of clairvoyant, clair, audio, clair, scent, sentient, all of that. A lot of Claire. Claire is very popular. Claire is a very popular lady. She really is. But It's way bigger than that, and we are, your consciousness. We have all of these cool buzzwords that we describe it scientifically. Oh yeah, so we have all these cool buzzwords. I wonder if you would like to come on. Come on, come hang out. Okay, yeah. So we have all of these cool buzzwords to describe it. Sometimes you just have to let it be, man. Sometimes you really just have to let it be. So as far as your spiritual gifts, because they'll come, they'll come in. They was like if you have a friend, like if you're a great cook and you're always inviting your friends to come over and they're hungry, they're gonna come over and eat. Saying like the same things with your spiritual gifts. So if you're inviting them in, they're gonna show up. They're gonna show up in eventually. What's going on, ma'am? How are you?
I wasn't trying to be on here, but okay, here we go.
Yeah, come hang out on the world of TikTok. I'm live streaming, here and Facebook and YouTube and all that good stuff. So.
Yeah.
But
what are we talking about?
I was talking about Passport Bros, but somebody asked a spiritual question and they were asking about their spiritual gift, and they were asking, they said they felt blocked, and I was just giving them some tips, as far as opening up that gift and being ready for it. I think that's one of the main things is being ready for it and letting it, like not trying to fight it, just like letting it happen. And when you feel like you have it, just it's like a knife or a sword. Just you have to sharpen it. You gotta sharpen it so that you can have a better grasp and understanding, and really just hold on to that power and let your consciousness flow with it. Also,
who was that asking about that?
That was Mims 803.
Well, as a spiritual life coach, I have honestly, in human form, fought my spiritual gifts for a long time.
Yep.
I can definitely say, y'all put me on the spot for one. Damn.
I always expect the unexpected in beautiful and amazing ways, especially in 2023.
It's so funny too, because when I came on, it was 7:34 my time. It's 7:37 now. So
okay, that's good.
So the way you know that you're going against your gift is, or you're fighting your gift, or you're fighting yourself in your gift, is your life is, pardon my language, but it's really fucking miserable. You experience a lot of trauma. You experience a lot of trials and tribulations and challenges, and it just seems like nothing is ever really going right. No matter how much you push for the right things to happen, it's not going to go right. Nothing is going to go right unless you accept who you are and what your purpose and gift. More so, I don't say gift. I prefer ability, because a gift is something that you can obtain.
Mm-hmm.
An ability is something that someone cannot take from you, no matter what they do, say, whatever the situation is. It's yours. You came here for it, with it, agreed to it. So the more that you fight this thing, the more difficult your life is going to be. Your human life experience is going to be. And even when you do accept this is your assignment, until you come into a place of joy, Lord, with your ability, you are still going to experience some things that are quote unquote hardship. And yeah, you're not going to have a complete fulfillment of life until you find the joy in your assignment, to find the joy in your purpose, find the joy in your ability. And it comes naturally. You don't have to force it. You don't have to figure out what it is and question. You just know it brings you joy. You do it with ease. And no matter how frustrating it can sometimes be, because you're probably working with someone who doesn't um, synchronize with you, who isn't able to harmonize with you, and that's more like they're not able to comprehend you and receive you. So those are the trialing times where you're like, I don't want to do this anymore, but then you do it right back over again, and it happens with ease. You don't have to worry about making you money either.
Right. I feel like patience is very important, especially with yourself when you're really trying to hone your gift. It can be a lot. It can really be a lot, when you first are, when you're first, it feels like you're a secret agent and you've been activated, and you have to, you have to go out on, like, you got to go out on different missions to to get better. It's like when you watch these superhero movies like Spider-Man, and it's like you always have that spidey sense is always there. You may not feel it activating, but it's there when you need it. It's really and truly there when you need it. What's the
She says, I have a happy life. Well, I think I do. The fact that you're questioning whether you think you do or not is a very huge sign. I just don't know what I would do when I get my abilities, because I'll have no clue how to use. Oh, you definitely would know how to use them. It's a natural instinct.
Right.
It's like being a human. It's like being a mother, a father. Like, it's a natural part of you. It happens literally with ease, and it's going to bring you so much joy and excitement the first time you experience it. You're not gonna know how to contain yourself.
Right. And I always tell people, don't, push your limits, man. It's like going to the gym and working out different muscle groups, and when it all comes together, you feel it, and it is very layered, because a lot of us have so many, a multitude of, I was talking about, how people are Claire this and Claire that. Now, I say Claire is a very popular lady because people like to, there's that beautiful face. People like to, say, like, hey, I'm psychic, I'm a medium, I'm this, I'm that, just kind of to make it make sense, but it goes so much beyond that. I always, feel like we are like just scratching the surface with it, if that, as far as learning to, can learning how to, deal with these, you know, deal with these abilities. I'm in the minority because it's a lot of, it's mostly, on the spiritual journey, you see mostly women, doing it. So
I'm here to
me,
change that. No.
so when you see somebody like me, it's very unique. I'll just say
It's inspiring, and I'm happy that you're excited. I've been meditating, trying to contact my guides, but I feel like it's just a one-way conversation. Oh, baby. Okay, so I don't want to be one of those people that's like, yay, having your abilities is such a beautiful thing, and it's so amazing, and that. Yes. It is the most beautiful thing in the world, the human world. It is beautiful. However, we live in a dual realm. There's a light and a dark to everything. And I'm excited that you're excited, but I don't want to go in this blind thinking that it's all peachy and glitter and flowers.
yes,
No.
it's not all love and light. I'll just say that.
That side, it is scary as hell. I want to be gentle with this because I don't want to scare you away from like, you've opened up. This is where you learn how to receive. the thing about when you open up to receive who you are, what you are, your true self, your core, is that it's shown to you. And when you don't see it, which it's probably been shown to you, and you don't see it, then it becomes like gangster. It's intense. Like, I done showed you how many times you want me to tell you, and they start whooping on you. So I don't want you to go through whoopings, but you're going to experience those, and I don't want to scare you away from it. But like I said, I don't want you to be blindsided. Like, oh, they told me that this is going to be great. This is going to be good. Yes, once you get to the other side of the rainbow, it's good.
Right, and know and understand that your journey is going to be unique to you. It's going to have its own. It's like your fingerprint. It's going to have its own distinction to it, so to speak. So, like we can. Somebody said just spoke on my story, exposing a little bit of the darkness of the gift. Ooh, I like that. I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to talk about that, man. The darkness of the gift. So yeah, and imagine going through like mental health issues and going through you want to call it a spiritual awakening at the same time. You want to talk about like the sun meeting a black hole, man.
On top of life challenges, on top of personal, internal, external,
right.
like getting to the other side of the rainbow, to the pot of gold, it's a roller coaster. And I described this recently as like it makes your life so like you're at an amusement park. Which ride are you going to get on? No matter how scary that ride is. Anybody that goes to amusement parks, we're like, "Ooh, that ride looks scary. Let's get on it. Ooh, that ride looks scary. I'm not going to go on that ride. Let's get on it." Like you go through these highs and lows, these ups and downs, these ins and outs, these straight and narrows, the loneliness, and I emphasize the loneliness. How do you get to the light? You are the light. You are the light. It doesn't matter whether it's a dark day, a bright day, a middle day, whatever. You are the light. Everybody else around you, him and I speaking to you now, we're just tools for your toolbox. So take these tools that we're giving you, put them in your toolbox. You're going to need them. You are going to need them. I said this before on my Facebook page. You can't take a hammer to a job that requires a screwdriver. Like, you need to have the screwdriver for the screwdriver job. So keep all of your tools in your entire life. Don't listen to people that are like, that's not you anymore. Get rid of that person from the past. No, stop. Keep that person with you. That person took you through some things. Go take you through some more things. That person was gangster. That person was shy. That person was fearless and fearful. All of those versions of you, you're going to need them. You are absolutely going to need those versions of you. And even the version you are now, you're going to need that version for yourself in a future time as well. So, you are the light. That's why I say, great shining, everybody. You are the light. You're your own light. Make sure you have a support system around you, and it's going to seem like you don't have a support system around you, because coming into this life, this realm, this space, time, and dimension, it feels like, and it actually does happen, where people, places, things start falling off of you, and you have to constantly relearn who you are.
Right. It's the it's the enlightenment. The enlightenment, like you said, you are the light. That is that. It is that innate. You want to call it spiritual power that you've always had inside of you. If you're anything like us, if you always felt like a square trying to fit into the world of a circle, if you've always felt, let's just say, a little different, then you are right where you are supposed to be on this journey, because there's nothing. It's what people would call abnormal is going to start to feel normal to you. Because there are certain conversations about this that with other people who may not believe in anything, spiritual intuition, life after death, whatever it is, You just cannot. You just can't have this conversation with them. And you just let me say what they're saying. I think I was able to connect to it once, and ever since it was never. In other words, sometimes you're going to have sneak previews of coming attractions. So you can see a commercial for the ride, but until you naturally get to the theme park and you get in line, and then you're in line, you're feeling right now you're feeling the feeling of anticipation. But once you're in the ride and it takes off, then then you'll know that's when you really know, like, this journey has, like,
It started. It's
right.
begun. It has started. Once you ask questions, yeah, ain't no going back. Ain't no going back. And as far as your support system, I'm not sure if you identify as male or female, but you want to surround yourself with like-minded people. And even in that circle, those circles, expect for them to, like, leave you by yourself to figure some things out, because your support system can help you only so much. Man, okay. Yeah. For you, intuitively speaking, you touch base with your heart as much as possible. As much as possible. I know men are like, I'm not emotional. I this, I that. I just touch space with your heart. Definitely. You're touching space with your heart is going to help you connect, and it's going to help you sympathize, empathize. It's going to take the quote-unquote logic out of things, because men typically operate logic then emotion, which is why, and I don't say this to make men, man dash, but men typically operate logic then emotion. In relationship terms, that's why men suffer so much longer than women do, because we operate emotion and then logic. So we get through the hard part first, and then we operate from there. What do you mean touch base with my heart? Connect with your heart. Feel your feelings. Feel your emotions. Your emotions and your five senses. You have five emotions, you have five senses. Connect. They're like your heart and your emotions, and your senses are like gears. And all of your emotions and your senses are connected to your memories, and your memories are connected to your body and your traumas. So knowing that basis is going to help you touch and connect with your spirit a lot more. You have to go through heart, mind, spirit in order to elevate up.
Yeah, somebody said this is just so in line. I'm very glad to hear this conversation. Let me know that I'm not so different. Now there are people like you all over the world, and I would say train like Luke trained on Star Wars. Trust the Force. That's the best way I could describe it. Trust the Force, so that you can feel the unseen, so that you can get comfortable with the unknown. That's how your powers of alignment, manifestation. These things are you're going to grow with them, and they're going to start to grow around you. You're going to be able to start to think about stuff, and it's going to show up in either that same day, or just naturally within a matter of days. And you're going to maybe you're at work and you're thinking about some kind of food, and somebody walks in with it. I mean, it may be small, but I'm not saying that.
Phone call.
Right.
You know how you think about somebody and then they call you, or you talk about somebody and then they show up. That's usually how this operates. Don't focus so much on how to do it. Just listen to yourself. If I can explain it any easier, the reason most men have a hard time connecting with their heart is because that's too feminine. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. So the more you connect with your emotions, the more you're opening yourself up to receive. Because naturally, like human body-wise, women are receivers and men are givers. So you, as this space and position that you're in, you have to start opening yourself up to receive, like your feminine energy. I don't mind connecting to my heart. That's good. You're already there. So just keep going. Keep going. Start listening to yourself, trusting the vibe, the energies.
Right. And sometimes with your meditation, it may not be it may not be the meditation, but it may be like where you're doing it. I mean, there are different types of like meditation that you can do. Deep breathing, Tai Chi, Qigong. All there's so many uh, different. There's so many different forms of it. It's like Bruce Lee said with water. Become formless. Be like water, so you can become like any shape. You can become formless. In a sense. So you're going to you're going to start to flow with it, like my old martial arts instructor said. You're going to get to the point where you can practice this art form wherever you are, anywhere in the world. You're going to be able to look at people and tell what's going on in their lives, and tell if they're right for you and or other people. And it's just it's a lot of interesting things that you can do. But just know that your just know that your gifts are going to be, again, unique to you. It may not be uh like for me, like I've always been somebody that's always been interested in a lot of different things, so that's how my gifts show up. It's not like somebody may be a stronger medium than I am, but not to say that I can't do it, but I can do a vast amount of other things that they can't do. So I can, but it's not about me. I'm just using that. I'm just using that as an example. So it's just using that as an example, so to speak.
Yeah, don't force yourself, because yeah, just don't force yourself. It'll happen.
Right, and it is
It
it's
will
it
definitely.
yeah, and your like when you get to the summer time and beyond, you're gonna feel a whole lot more confident. So very early in the year, so don't feel like you're behind with um don't feel like you're behind with like your spirituality. Someone says source.
What are you drawn to?
This was, this was all in my
Like,
chat
what are you
today on
drawn
the
to?
floor. I'm not read. I feel energy.
Hey, James Brown.
I feel energy when I'm meditating because my head feels like I'm spinning, but I get nothing. Oh, okay. So, do you watch Naruto? I remember like Naruto, the Rasengan. So, like when Naruto would, I don't know if you watch anime or not, but Naruto would have the Rasengan in his hand, and it's like a ball of energy, or it's like a ball of wind. So, focus on concentrating it in one general area. Then once you have that down, then you can transfer it. Then you're going to feel it flow through all of the chakras in your body and all of that good stuff. So no, don't really watch anime, but no. So
What do
look
you
up,
feel connected to?
yeah, look up Naruto and Rasengan. But yeah,
Like, what are you drawn to spiritually? What
mm,
what are you interested in? You don't know. Well, your profile picture says a lot to me. You like skeletons, right?
art. Yeah, I would say maybe art, or certain types of art.
I haven't figured that out. But what do you like? Like that. That's a huge. Those are things that are natural. Like, what do you like in human life? Do you like nature? Do you like death? Do you like light? Do you like darkness? Do you like um, things like that? Natural art, painting, sculptures, drawings, exercise. What those things can connect you to spirit as well.
Yeah, or just start from where you are.
Cars, playing guitar, gaming, and exercise. Okay, cars. So, what kind of cars? Because that's up my alley. And playing guitar and stringing. So those can be like your five senses, um, different chords that are connected to you, to other people. Gaming is like jumping different dimensions and timelines. I think the profile because I think it looks cool. It does look cool.
Yeah, it
What's
really
cool about
does.
it? Well, that's okay. So that's a great thing. What about that? What about your profile picture is cool to you? Supercars. I love muscle and classic cars. My favorite muscle car is Cutlass, the SS.
Yeah, I've always been a Mustang man. Seriously, love that Mustang man. Oh my goodness. I watched this show called Counting Cars. It's on. I watched it on Facebook, but you probably catch it on YouTube. Mm, yeah, and you can't go wrong with American Muscle, man. You cannot.
Yes, that motor. Oh my goodness, some pipes. Mm.
Somebody said the GTO.
Yeah. Mustang GTO.
It's interesting now. I've been seeing Mustangs everywhere I go. Like every time I'm on the road, that's all I see. Like I'll see like three Mustangs pass because that's my dream car because I know it's on its way. So that's all. It's every time I go somewhere, it's always a Mustang parked somewhere, or I'm riding around one, or I see it on TV. So it's just like you know.
Undying corpse. I think you should look into what ethnicity do you identify with? That way I can share it better. Okay. Shit, what is his name? I want to say Hermes. Or Zeus. He might be Zeus. I think you should look into the god of death, Zeus. Let me double check though. Can't he's the Greek world god. I could be wrong about his name.
Talking about Hades.
There you go.
Hades, yeah.
That's what I was looking for. I can never think of him and find his information when I'm looking for him. Yeah, but look into Hades. I think that he will help. Yeah, he's a death goddess. Or death god, I'm sorry. Sorry. He's the god of the underworld in Greek mythology.
I think we should do more of this, man, on TikTok. I'm still trying to figure out how to get more people to come in here.
I think it's Hades.
Yeah. Yep. Hades, Greek mythology, god of the underworld. Okay.
Or just look for Greek god of the underworld.
Yeah. Sometimes I get Hades and Ares confused. Seriously, yeah. But anyway,
I think Zeus and Hermes and Hades confused.
Yeah, but like I said, I think we should do this more often, man. But we'll talk more about it though.
Give me one moment. I'm searching for you.
Mm-hmm. Don't know why.
Yeah, it's Hades. Hades. But it's also three of them: Hades, Persephone, and Demeter.
Ares, god of war. Set was the god of the underworld, aka Hades is. Oh, okay, so Hades, god of the underworld. All right, cool.
How can I use my passions to connect to my spiritual to activate my abilities? Well, your guitar is going to take you places because music is a vibration. Your car can take you places because it's an ability to travel, which is a device or quote unquote vehicle to go from one place to another. And if you think about it in spiritual terms, you can travel like that as well. You said that you like gaming. Gaming is like I said, time jumping through different time spaces and dimensions. And then exercise is going to heighten your natural human ability. Because when you take care of your body, you're taking care of your spirit as well.
A part of the ship, a part of the crew.
It's for your guitar, the music, whatever music you're playing or you're connecting with, that should be a vibration on its own. Look up binaural beats. I think that learning to understand the different, I can't remember what they're called, but learning to understand the different measures of instruments and sounds can help you elevate to different levels spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. So you have to connect. This is why I said make sure you're using your heart to connect with the things that you like, your hobbies, your passions. When you use your heart to connect with your passion, those things happen from a place of joy, a place of love. It brings even more light to your life. So like when you're playing your guitar, it should light your spirit up. It should light your whole everything up. Hi, Rosie. Hi, Sean.
Sean Jams. That's crazy. I gotta take my glasses off. Cajun Baby 1 in the house.
Hey, now y'all got some food over
there. That's great. I was just thinking about you, young lady. Miss Callie Mons in the house. Yeah, man. It's but yeah, give yourself, along with everything that we said, just give yourself some time. You're gonna find as you delve into the your hobbies or things that you like, that's going to help to open up a lot of your gifts, or it's going to help it's going to help you to be able to understand the spiritual journey a whole lot more.
Hey,
Veronica Bruzuka. Oh yeah. What time is it?
8:08. Boom like an 808. Yeah, play stuff that speaks to your heart.
And this spiritual journey will put you on a fast track to so many different things, especially like when more of your especially when like more of your gifts start to open up. It's like connecting the dots. One thing will start to connect with the other. It'll connect with the other, and it'll sometimes people say, well, hey, make it make sense. It'll
Make itself make sense. And
would
yes,
make
making your own tunes is going to elevate you.
yes,
Probably a lot faster
right, very much so.
because it's coming from your heart. Hey, Legacy.
Somebody said, what is your advice on managing your channel during sleep? I can control it during my waking hours, but
I'm looking forward to hearing them. Make sure you follow me so I can see what you come up with.
Your channel during sleep, but I can control it during waking hours, but sleep it's a very different issue. I've been woken up in the middle of the night. What is your advice on managing your channel during sleep? I can control it during my.
I think they're talking about astral projection.
Oh, okay.
That's what it sounds like. Ask if that's what they're talking about.
Okay, so are you Miss Wheat? Are you talking about like astral projection?
It's a channel. How do you manage your channel when you're awake, but not when you're asleep? It's harder to manage. That's what she said.
Yeah, yeah. What is your advice on managing your channel during sleep? I can control it during my waking hours, but it sleep is a different issue. I've been woken up in the middle of the night, so yeah, that's what he's talking about. Yeah, somebody said set the intention of no channeling before heading to bed.
Oh, but you gotta share your gifts, baby. You can't hide the stuff to yourself. Trust me, it's not easy. I get it. I'm shy. You see, it took me a minute to turn this camera on. Just record them, and then when you find one that you're like, oh my god, I'm so proud of myself, share that. You can share it privately too, I think.
Oh well, Miss Wheat. What? One thing I'll say is that you're transcending, so your gift is growing. So while you're out there traveling, your guides they want to show you stuff, and if they're waking you up in the middle of the night or early in the morning like they do me, and if you can remember some of those dreams that may be on that's still on the brain, just start writing them down. Either record them on your phone if you have a voice recorder, or type them in your notes or a notebook or something like that.
Yes, and the more signs and symbols and numbers and colors and words and whatever thing that pops out uniquely to you, look into those things. Think about how you felt when you saw them in the dream, how it connected to you, what you thought of it, what happened before, what happened after.
Trying to prevent them from accessing my vessel in sleep. Just talk to them. That's your family. So just like your living family, if you tell them not to bother you during certain times or whatever. Sometimes, to be honest with you, they don't care. If they need to show you something, whatever it is, they gonna show you, and it's probably more important than you think. But this is probably for you, you're talking about access, so you just need to talk to them, and you need to set some boundaries. like
Good
because
for
they
you.
would like because literally for me they would just like they were like literally showing up like in real time, and I'm like, it was
They
like
ain't got no boundaries.
right. I was like, that I said that's cool, but y'all could just come and talk to me at night while I'm, I don't mind them come and talk to me at night while I'm asleep or dreaming. That's but
Anything my
uh,
guys want me to know, such as any messages.
he said they will listen.
I'm gonna let him touch base on that one with you, because my message to you that I sensed for you intuitively was to touch base with your heart, and be patient with yourself. Don't rush. Don't rush.
Just so you're gonna find more fine tuning when you are, as you delve more into the things that you love to do. It feels like that's the path they want you to go on. And also they want you to start to they want you to start to trust more. They want you to trust your gut more. Trust your instincts. You have a way of questioning things, and sometimes they're like enough, So they're going to start to work with you on that. But like I said, and everything that we said, just give it time. She said they don't listen. They'll look once you put your foot down, they'll listen. They will.
Girl, I need you to actually go to the door in your bedroom when you get ready to go to sleep at night and tell them to get out and slam the door. They listen. They hear that. Is it means 803? So a part of a message for you is not all of your ancestors are going to agree with your path. I don't mean to say this to be like any type of disrespectful or any type of, like anything out of the goodness of my heart. Your ancestral lineage wasn't so keen or accepting on spirituality. They were more traditionally set. So if you take your traditions and put your heart into your traditions, and then connect your heart, your traditions, and your mind, it'll help you spiritually elevate. That's what I can tell you. Your traditions, your family traditions, your ancestral traditions are far much more different than the path that you are on.
Yeah, just for a quick advertising break, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Silverman is also an author. So if you like to speak things into existence, speak power, check out Little Soul, ladies and gentlemen. Little Souls for Her Mind, Body, and Spirit. Out now on Amazon and on silvermanpower4.com. Thank you. But yeah, just to let you know, I am working on another book. So that should be out for Black History Month. So yeah, man. So just really looking forward to that, and I've got some other things coming out as well. So but yeah, I need to. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you up, but I think I'm gonna shut this down, man, and call it a night. Or give me some food because I'm getting hungry.
I've got a grandma who is spiritual. My family's kind of spiritual. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like some of his family fought in the Crusades, and so they may be like on that Catholic side of things. Very like very rosary, Hail Marys and all of that stuff. So yeah, going with Catholic, the saints and all that stuff. So, but yeah, man, ladies and gentlemen, but if you'd like to book a reading with myself or my amazing friend here, please reach out to either one of us. And again, she is Woman of Life 360. You can find her on TikTok, find her on Facebook, and all across social media, ladies and gentlemen. Me as well, Silverman 504 across the board. If you guys want to book a reading, just inbox me, hit me up, and we could just take it from there. But yeah, but we're gonna go ahead and shut this thing down. Thank you so much, man, for coming on. Very impromptu. I was talking about Passport Bros, but that got wiped out because we did ran straight to the spiritual, as it always seems to do. But ladies and gentlemen, again, I am Soul of a Man 504, and as always, folks, we are out this piece.